I'm the really damaged. I came here to make the channel froze. I'm really who the panel chose. Put my name up like a banner boat. Acting tough and I'ma let her go. Name her who got a better flow. She can hang it up just like a telephone. Sticking up with the cost 10K to let it come see it. Hands down here, make it come treat it. Spin, make it come beat it. I want the new in the machine out. Jewelry be cold like the temperature zero. I'm the boys, they call me the hero. Heavy then they know what I be on. I'm the best, I'm the best, I'm the best.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the Pacific Northwest, the home of the 12s, and they are in full roar as you get a look inside Lumen Field in Seattle. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the New York Giants and the Seattle Seahawks. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Flush to his right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Julian Love picks it. And the Giants are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price for that turnover.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And I don't think he got it there. No, they stop him right where it all started. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the 1st. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's at 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Okay, now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. And that's good for a gain of 6. And just like that, it's 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Hands it off out of the gun. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. He'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Remember last time out, they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
Setting up the screen here, this is Walker. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Fix the Eagles! Check contact! Check contact!
Walker now on 1st and 10. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
He sets to fire deep. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf 30 yards. And the Seahawks are on the board first here in this division round matchup. A good hold in these right conditions. The point after is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. This one fielded at the 5. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, they had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they delivered.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one fielded at the 5. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Ready.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Ready.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And this will be a Giants first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here we go.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. As this complete to Daniel Bellinger. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll set up a throw. Throw right side taken in by Bellinger. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route. And he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
They'll look to throw again. And he's got his man on the out route. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We saw these guys have some big plays in their wild card win last week, and they're certainly going to need to continue to put up plays like we just saw there if they hope to continue to move on in these playoffs.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Giants are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Gano the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll be out right at the 35. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And This time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Back to throw again. Man open downfield, it's Metcalf. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks would extend their lead here just before halftime. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now 21-7. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway from the 6. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And some space here.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll drop to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll try to run this one in. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
Alert! Alert! Go!
And they'll run again. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
The Seattle defense, they haven't broken yet. Coming up here on a 3rd and goal situation. They'll try to run this one in. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. They'll try and run for it. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Seahawks able to come up with a goal line stand. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Here's Walker to start the drive. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10. Back to Walker on 1st down. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Brought down on the play by Kayvon Thibodeau. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they said? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Throw out wide to Walker. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. Again, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays, because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Touchdown! DK Metcalf. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Seahawks continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. This one fielded at the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Giants on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now back to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he is going to have the Giants first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Back to throw. Out route pass complete to Bellinger. And some room to maneuver. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And 3rd and 8 now.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 22-yard line. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down.
Get it!
A handoff as they run the counter play. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they keep handing it to him.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. He needed 9, he got 8. And that's going to leave him with a 4th and 1 on their side of the field. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Seahawks are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning.
Walker hitting the ball is out.
But I believe a Seahawk was able to get a handle on this, so this will remain Seattle ball. They'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. On 3rd down, here's Walker. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. On the counter, it's Walker. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. And they have secured a spot in the conference.
Yeah. So that style not for you, but it's for me.
Greenfield's finest. Boss.
Yeah.
DJ Drama.
Never let a wishbone grow where backbone should. Belly been taking the dash on wood. Then pain is the back end good. Got sense, but they act no good. Shot through the lot of the starstruck. Hop in the ride and we took in the truck, couple in the truck and they all. They might say what's up when they see me around the city, but really no reason to talk much. Dinner at nice guy, but no nice guys here. I'm toe tagging no.